Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're hanging out in the gorge at Sugarpine. We're gonna eat some sandwiches and maybe some sweet treats as well. So let's go, let's get to it. They're about to open. I'm hungry. All right, we got our order in, number 12. So I will say, this place is popular, especially in the summertime. So we got here early. We got here a few minutes before they opened and the line started right away. So I'm glad we got here early. We got a couple sandwiches on order and one of their specials, some kind of crazy Japanese noodle salad thing. They said it was good, so I believe them. So this place is literally right on the Sandy River. You can kind of see it from right behind the space. It's only about 15-minute drive into the gorge from the Portland airport. I mean, technically this is considered Troutdale. Troutdale is known as the gateway to the gorge. See, that's how they get you. They get you to go to Troutdale, and then before you know it, you're hooked. It's a nice space out here, and we're here in the summertime, so the weather's nice. A little overcast today, but that's okay. I don't need that much sun. Actually, I don't need any. So this place is a little kind of piece of nostalgia from the 1920s. Used to be a gas station, just a place to pull in, grab some food, grab some gas. A lot of restoration went into it, and it's kind of a cool space, and they've got some tents outside, and so in case it's raining a little bit, because it tends to do that in the Northwest, you're covered, literally. The sandwiches are a big highlight, but also they've got desserts, and it seems to make sense, kind of being a hot day, if you're out and running around in the Sandy River, maybe you want some snacks. So it's family friendly, and obviously I would imagine all the crazy sundaes that they do and ice cream they do, probably a pretty popular item. Plus they got a smoker, so they're smoking meats as well. They're kind of known even on social media for doing all kinds of crazy desserts, so I definitely got to snag one of those. I think they got something seasonal. Cherries are in season right now, so might have to try that or whatever else they recommend. I've heard about this place for a while, but one of the other reasons why I wanted to come here is because it was recommended by a couple of our viewers, so we definitely wanted to check it out. It's kind of hard to imagine what this place must have looked like 100 years ago. It's kind of crazy that there was anything left. We didn't even have electricity back then. Or did we? Right. So we ordered a couple of things. But first things first, waffle grilled cheese. I thought this was going to be like waffle batter, but it's not. It's just like a grilled cheese sandwich that they just squeezed into a waffle iron. And I'm hoping I can get a decent cheese pull out of that. Yeah, that looks cheesy. How far can this... There we go. Just kind of redistribute that. Cheesy. So this has got cheddar, fontina, and Munster cheese. And the bread is Texas toast. Good choice. Delicious. Cheesy, gooey. It hits all the notes. I'm happy with that. And you can throw some chips on there too. It's like a must. Well, I think the pickle is a must. I need that to cut through all this richness. This tray reminds me of like middle school. So my Texas toast grilled cheese sandwich, $11.50. It's rich, just delicious. And it comes with chips. Next up, Cuban pulled pork sandwich. So this is the slow smoked mojito pork shoulder with their Havana gold barbecue sauce. Cuban slaw, some cabbage, papaya, pickled onions. Even says spinach, mint, ginger lime vinaigrette, roasted garlic and yuca aioli. And it's on like the Japanese milk bread. That's a lot of stuff going on there. That's probably why it's 6 inches tall. Open this up. Oh wow. Yeah, look at all that. There's a lot of ingredients. And that's a lot of pork too. Try to manage to not spill this all over myself. I like that crispiness in the slaw. That pork super tender and smoky. Man, there's a lot of flavors in that, and I like them. I like them all. And this bread, you can't go wrong with the Japanese milk bread. It's delicious. It's fluffy. Yeah. I think just this is worth coming back for. It's smoky, rich, creamy. Yeah, it's kind of hitting all the notes. This is a big sandwich. And there is like half a pound of meat on this, or, well, I think there's more than that. And it's like super juicy. It's like dripping out the backside. They did a great job on this. Hands down. So this delicious sandwich was 18 bucks. I would pay more for it, honestly. So it's getting pretty rowdy here. Lots of kids running around, dogs, and whatever else. I think it was a bear. I like some of the Japanese influence on the menu too. Even though this is like all easy, approachable stuff, they kind of work in some ingredients and some other things in here. I think that's a nice kind of creative twist. A few more bites of this, and then, speaking of Japanese, we've got another item. Right. And then there's this. So this is one of their specials, a salmon noodle salad. So I said there was some Japanese influence here, and it's definitely here. This thing is crazy color-wise. Even put some little edible flowers on there too. So on top they got tofu, watermelon, radish, which looks super cool. And then there's almost like a little broth here too, like a chilled broth. We got some pickled cucumbers. They got this crazy fish cake. And then these like ramen eggs, which is cool. You can even see like the marinade on the eggs. I mean, this looks like a legit ramen egg, which is one of my favorite things in the world. Then they put this Japanese furikake. It's like a seasoning that's got nori and sesame seeds, different stuff. I'm not sure what I want to have a bite of first. Maybe just I'm gonna just try the noodle first. We'll see. That is super light. Those noodles are super thin and cooked perfectly. I want to try this cucumber, maybe a little fish cake. I didn't notice they had pickled ginger too. I'm going to try this watermelon radish. That's crazy color. I love it. And just some little raw carrots on there too. I don't think I've ever had anything quite like this. That's super creative. And that kind of cloudy, chilled broth, it's just got a little bit of seafood flavor. But I want to try this egg. Look at that. That looks delicious. Normally that's floating in a big bowl of ramen I'm about to eat. That is really good. And I let that marinate for a while, so that that egg yolk kind of set up, it gets kind of custardy. That's fantastic. And then the little seasoning on top just has some crunchiness, playing with the textures there. Kind of like this whole thing, it's just kind of playing with textures and flavors. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna work on this a little bit more, and then I think it's time for some dessert. That's what they're known for. Well, one of the things they're known for. I'm gonna get up and go order some. So this is the Larch Mountain signature vanilla chocolate swirl soft serve, brown butter blondie bites, blueberry lavender sauce, and pine nut honeycomb crunch. All right, got to get a signature sundae. Everybody's got that special spot for dessert. I like that kind of mix of the crunchy sweet bits and the soft sweet bits. And then you top it off with blondies. That's good. That's rich. For $9, I think that's totally worth it. There's a lot of dessert here. It's gonna give me just enough energy to drive home. I do like that blueberry lavender sauce. It's not very lavendery, but it is very blueberry-y. I think the winner for me is that pine nut crunch thing. I'm gonna take a quick break because I'm starting to get a brain freeze. Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up for us today here at Sugarpine. We had a good time. We had some good food. Gonna work on this dessert a little bit more and then get out of here. Do us a favor, leave us a like, subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot. We really appreciate it. Let us know where your favorite spots are in and around Portland. We're always willing to check them out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.